Hello, my name is Brandon Stowe. I am the professor for this course. Welcome to COM115 Public Speaking Online. Um, I wanted to just do a screencast right off the bat so you can see my face and hear my voice, see that I'm a real person. And in that, I wanted to give you a quick tour and explain a few things to help you get started for your first couple of weeks in class, okay? So the very first thing I want to do is I want to say that I hope that you got to this screencast by coming to this. This is our class. I hope you got to this by coming here and seeing this announcement, and then I hope you clicked on click here. If you did get to this by going to content, that's perfectly fine, but my hope was that from the beginning, it's just easy to find your way around this class, all right? So what I want to do is I want to begin a short tour, okay? So the majority of what you're going to want to do in this class, you're going to end up going to quizzes here and there, and drop boxes, well, they don't call them that anymore. They're assignments now. But you're going to want to go to course materials, and you're going to want to click on content. This is going to be where you spend the majority of your time in our class this summer, okay? And it started me, or I didn't want it to start me. So you're going to want to come over here. So here we are in content. We went course materials, we clicked on content, and now here we are with the Getting Started module of our class, okay? So the Getting Started module is where you want to start, okay? So in the Getting Started module, the first thing you do is you watch this screencast, okay? Here's the link here. If you didn't click on the announcement, it's here, okay? If you're watching this, you're good. What you're going to want to do after watching this is you're going to want to go in and you're going to want to spend some time reviewing the syllabus. There's a lot that goes into the policies of this course. Because it's an online public speaking course, there's just a lot, okay? I would open up the syllabus. I would take a look at it. There is a syllabus quiz to test your knowledge. It's worth some points in class. So do make sure that you take a look at the syllabus, the point breakdown, the structure of how things look, okay? I have a course schedule here. The course schedule has everything that we do in here broken up by weeks. Very simple, kind of vague. The big assignments are in there. Your big speeches are in there. The discussions are in there, stuff like that. So you know, you can print this. You can print the syllabus if you want to. It's all here for you to use. So I would review the syllabus. I would take some time to review the course schedule. Then one of the biggest hang-ups students have in the online public speaking course is the fact that, you may not know this, and I'm telling you now, it's also right here in this audience requirements document. You have to have an audience for each of your speeches. This is not a class where you just analyze speeches. This is not a class where you can Skype in or Google Hangout or anything like that. That's it. I mean, those are important skills. They're just different than public speaking. That's computer-mediated communication, and very important in today's world, but not what this class is about. This class is about public speaking. So you have to have an audience for your speeches. You have to have 6 audience members. There are requirements for what those 6 audience members are. They need to be 16 years of age or older. It's all in this document. It's a state standard that the audience be people in the room above a certain age. Okay, it's a state standard. We have to follow it. So take a look at this. There are also some, I'll just open it. It says summer 2018, but these audience requirements are not going to change. So if you're watching this in the future, these are still the requirements. Okay, here I articulate everything you need. The number, the age, the location, they have to be in the room with you. Visibility, you are going to need to, however you're videoing your speech, you're going to need to pan over the audience slowly at the beginning and slowly at the end, so that, you know, you didn't do it at the beginning and the audience leaves or anything, to show that they're there the whole time. Okay? There are point penalties if the audience is of fewer number than that, or they're not shown, or whatever. It's all right here, folks, okay? You do have a one-time pass. We understand that sometimes you didn't flake. Someone in your audience was like, I will so be there, I will so be there, and then they flat didn't show up, okay? We have a pass for when that happens, okay? Make sure you read all of these details, okay? Make-up speeches are at my discretion, okay? So if you're unable to get an audience for a speech, we do offer presentation sessions. Now, everyone in class can't sign up to come to these because we have too many people in class. This is an online class, and I can't do, I think right now we're at 20-something people in this class. I can't do 20-something speeches in one night. It's too much, okay? So, in the event that you think you're not going to be able to get an audience, I'm going to come back to our stuff here, then this document here has the presentation sessions, okay? I'm not going to open that because I want to use this screencast in the future, but the presentation sessions document has the dates, times, and locations of the presentation sessions, okay? You can open that up. You can take a look at that. It tells you how to sign up, everything in right there, all right? Also, these three documents are important. They're not going to be as important until we get to videoing speeches, which is in this class, week 3. Discussion board guidelines, all of this is also in the syllabus. Okay? But definitely take a look at the syllabus, the course schedule, the audience member requirements. Take a look at the presentation sessions if you think that's what you're going to need. Okay? Spend some time doing this. There is a syllabus quiz at the end of week 1 that you're going to want to have the syllabus and course schedule for. Okay? So then, the next thing you're going to want to do is very important. This course has a digital book for you. Now, some of you might have bought the hard copy book, but what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click here to get to, and this name changes from time to time, so this might say Connect, this might say Launchpad, depending on what semester you're in, depends on what it is, okay? So click here, and you're going to get to the online platform, okay? When you click on this, it's going to give you something that looks like this, okay? Now, I've already signed mine up, and I'm the professor, so mine's a little bit different, but I believe you still have to click this if it's Connect, okay? If it's Launchpad, I'll post a different video in the future, okay? But you click here, and it will take you to some screens to have you register your account so that you can get in and have access to the digital book and have access to the platform to where you will be posting your speeches. You actually post the speeches you record here, okay? You upload them. So we will get into that beast whenever it comes time, okay? But you have to register first because you have readings due in week 1 and 2 from the textbook, okay? So let me make sure I'm looking at my notes here. We're doing good. Syllabus, yes. Register your Connect. So once you've made sure that you've got your Connect stuff registered, then it's time to head over to week 1, okay? You're going to head over to week 1, and every week will look about the same, okay? You're going to begin with the title. There will always be an image here. There will always be objectives, a list of things that are due this week, and I'm still sort of getting all this together, so ignore this right now. This will be very specific to whatever semester you are taking this course in, okay? So if you want to then move down, I have everything broken down into steps, okay? And each step is its own module. So if you take a look over here on the left, week 1 is here, and it's broken down. Step 1, step 2, step 3. It's also here. You can just go down this, scroll down, step 1, step 2, step 3, okay? The idea is for this to be user-friendly and easy to find your way around. We'll see if it really is, okay? But step 1, complete the Getting Started module. If someone came into week 1 and didn't go to the Getting Started module, I would want them to do that first and see this screencast. Step 2, you're going to post on the first discussion board. All you have to do to post is come here, click. It'll take you to the discussion board. It gives you the directions here. You go do what it asks you to do, and then you click Start a New Thread. You enter the subject. You type your stuff right in here. You post your link to the video or whatever it is you're going to do for this week, and then you click Post, okay? That is how you do that, folks. Pretty easy. Or the idea is that it's easy, okay? So you're going to go through. This is the week, okay? Step 2, post on the discussion board. Step 3, do the readings. Now, you are really going to want to pay attention in weeks 1 and weeks 2 especially to the due dates, okay? Because we're starting on a Wednesday, things are really sort of weird with how things are going to work. Once we hit to week 3, things will get in a much easier pattern of, oh, I always have to post by Wednesday and Friday, and my speeches are always due at this particular time. It's always going to sort of hit a pattern after week 3, but right now, weeks 1 and weeks 2 are going to be a little bit weird, okay? So you're going to want to do these readings. I have outside readings that I've posted in the section for each week, okay? And I'll tell you what, I'll also post these in the Getting Started section so that you have access to them if you want them, okay? Ahead of time. So here, I'm going to want you to begin with, so read the directions, begin with, I can't see you naked. Don't worry, it's not a dirty reading or anything. It's the whole idea of, should we look at people in there? Should we imagine people in their underwear whenever when we're doing this thing? So I can't see you naked PDF. This is a really good reading. In fact, I post 3 readings from the book that this gentleman wrote. He speaks for a living, and so his stuff is really good. So you're going to read this, and then you're going to go over to Connect, and you're going to read Connect or Launchpad or whatever it is, and read the chapters I have for you to read, okay? Read chapters 1 and 4 this time, okay? If you're in a different semester and it says something different, just go with what your module says, okay? I do suggest printing off this PDF. It is sideways, and so if you're on a tablet and you can turn it and it'll stick, that's cool. But if you download it, you can rotate it or you can print it out, okay? You're going to read this, you're going to read your chapters, and then you're going to post on the discussion board. Now, I mentioned pay attention to the due dates because these due dates are not normal. Normally, week 1 is in week 1, but here we are with a week 1 reading discussion that will be happening into week 2, okay? And then in week 2, you're still going to be doing week 2 things while you're finishing this up, okay? We're doing this because of the odd start date on a Wednesday, all right? So your first post for this one is due Sunday night, June the 3rd, and then your 3 responses are due Wednesday night that next week, okay? So make sure you pay attention to the due dates in weeks 1 and weeks 2. Don't think this is a pattern, okay? It picks up after that. You're going to post on the first discussion board. You're going to do the readings. You're going to post on the second discussion board, which I just showed you. I'm going to do a speech assignment screencast because your first speech is at the end of week 3, folks. We have to get going on that. And then you have until the end of week 2 to do the syllabus quiz, okay? So, folks, that's the short tour. It's longer than I expected it to be, but I really wanted to let you see the Getting Started module, let you see the week 1 module. And so if you have any questions, please send me a message in D2L or to my email. I look forward to seeing you in the boards in week 1.